Hey guys, Erin here with Southern Girl Exotics. Welcome back to my channel. So last week I was not able to get a video out. I'm really sorry about that. Most of y'all know if you follow me on social media, or I may have already mentioned it in one of my videos, but for my main job, I run a daycare. Well, this week is spring break. So that means last week was all preparation for spring break, and this week is actual spring break. So I am so busy. Nonetheless, I wanted to make sure that I got a video out for you guys. So we're going to do a really fun video that doesn't require me to do a lot of research, note taking, or use a lot of brain power. So hopefully I can knock this video out in a couple days, get it edited and up for you guys by Sunday at the absolute latest. Either way, I am getting you a video out. I don't know how well it's going to be by the time I get done or what little time I have to edit it, but I am getting it out to you guys this week. I've mentioned this before. I am stoked with last year, what I produced. I wish I would have done this video earlier in this year so that I had more of what I produce, because I have sold a lot of animals, especially some of my favorites that I produced that I really didn't want to let go of. I would imagine those are y'all's favorites too because you bought them. But nonetheless, I have quite a few holdbacks, so I've got those to show you, as well as animals that haven't completely grown big enough for me to list yet, but are all pretty much coming into their color and patterns so that we can see it clearly and real well and get a real good idea of the potential on some of these animals. We're going to look at both my Gargo Geckos and my Crested Geckos from last year. And I will try to keep the video relatively short so you don't lose interest. So we're obviously not going to get to see everything, but I'm totally going to highlight my favorites, both holdbacks and what will be available soon for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. You know the deal. Give it a thumbs up if you do. If you are new here, please subscribe. Those of you that have subscribed, continue to subscribe, continue to support the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. And I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, so let's start off with one of the Garg babies I was just holding in the intro. I only got one clutch from this female, and one of the babies I sold. This is the one I'm holding back, and I am in love. This is a Hemorrhage and Ruin baby. This was Ruin's first year breeding. Beautiful red striped animal, high white base, really beautiful animal. And then Hemorrhage is my super blotch. Another really beautiful animal. Now, I've talked about this before, breeding blotch and striped animals together, and how much I love that broken pattern, the blotching that you get on the sides, or aberrant striping, however you want to identify it. But this animal got the very dark red of its mom, and it's looking like it's going to have a red base, and I'm pretty positive those oranges will go red as well as it continues to age. But it has tons of color everywhere. It doesn't look like all that much right now when it's this little, but I promise you those blotches are going to spread and really give this kid some killer coverage. All right, let's switch it up to Crested Geckos real quick. Seance and Krueger. This was another pairing that I was so in love with. Even before they started producing animals, I knew it was going to be fire. However, I was not expecting how beautiful these animals are. Seance is a Halloween, and Krueger is an extreme Harley Quinn. Really beautiful animals. These are a couple of their babies that I'm holding back. This one right here, it's got that extreme patterning, and I really love the dorsal on this one. Y'all already know these LED lights are going to wash out their color. It's just what it does. And this one, which is one of their first clutches from last year, so it's a lot bigger. And of course you can't see, I'll post a picture of it, but this one is really a high orange, cream, and black. It looks yellow right now in the camera. That is not yellow. It is bright orange. Beautiful animal. All right, next up is Mango and Crayola babies. These are Gargo Geckos. This one right here is probably the best one I produced last year, hands down over everybody. my most favorite, but just about everything they produced is killer. So take a look at these. These are the smaller babies growing out. They all got that 6 striping that Crayola is known for. Mango is an orange female, and she tends to produce a lot of really reddy orange animals, but they all have that wide spread of color on the back. Typically everything Mango produces has that wide spread of color. I don't know if you guys see all that color that is between the dorsals, the 2 dorsal stripes. Well, that should fill in, making it look really, really saturated. Beautiful, beautiful animals. And my most favorite production from last year. This one is the perfect mix of Mango and Crayola. It's almost like the super form of both of them. This thing has color all over its head. All of those speckles of color on the sides. Of course, these LEDs, I'm looking right now through the camera, and it makes it look this dull orange. This thing glows. Look at all that color. Definitely the best thing I produced last year. All right, jumping back over to Crested Geckos. If you've been following my Instagram, I've been sharing this little fire baby right here, one of my holdbacks. This was a new pairing, Shiva and Ignacio. Both animals come from Rockstar Geckos. Ignacio is a beautiful white wall, yellow Harley Quinn, and Shiva is this stunning gray and orange tricolor. Comes from Rockstar Geckos Nirvana, which is one of my favorite geckos of theirs. But now this is one of the oldest ones, and it has started coloring up. I'll actually share a picture because, again, you can't see the orange. It's looking yellow, but this thing is incredible. It's got the highest white, orange, and dark black. Beautiful, beautiful animal. These are some of the younger ones, or one of the younger ones. This one has a really light orange color to it, so I don't know if it'll color up and be as pretty as its sibling, but you can see the high white in the sides. These are beautiful, beautiful animals. Of course, I can't keep them all, so I will definitely be keeping this guy and probably at least one more. Now, I don't know if you guys love red phantoms, especially with portholes, but that is my shit. I am obsessed with red phantoms and portholes. This is a 3rd year pairing. I actually sold the male after I bred him to the female. I will keep Pandora, who is the mom, who is more of like, she was red when she was younger, but she's kind of browned out now that she's older, but she's got really beautiful high white portholes. And then Dad was a stunning highlighter red. It was fluorescent red with yellow portholes, highlighter yellow portholes. Beautiful, beautiful animal, and I have held on to a lot of their babies. Again, you're not going to be able to see the red on these guys, but you can kind of see the portholes coming in on some of them. I, of course, will be listing some of these guys. And I will show you guys the sibling from the... This is one of the holdback siblings that they had. He has started getting those highlighter yellow portholes, which I really like. I love the high white ones as well. They actually produced a really beautiful, bright burgundy red animal. It's really small right now, and I'm hoping it's going to keep the high white. But this guy right here, he's actually fired down, but when he's fired up, he's almost purple red. It's a really unique red with like a purple undertone, but with those highlighter yellow portholes, I love this guy. But he's a beautiful, beautiful animal. All right, jumping back over to Gargo Geckos, Saffron and Sever. Sever is over at Bobby at Gecko Coves right now. He's a backup breeder, and now I'm wishing he was here since he's not being used over there, because his kids are starting to really color up and they are incredible. And I'm sure I could find a female to throw him to now. Saffron is in her 4th year breeding here. always kills it. Doesn't matter what I pair her to, she produces some of the prettiest red, purple, based, both striped, blotched animals I've ever seen. Just stunning, stunning. I've actually sold several of their kids already. I've got a couple of these little ones that are not big enough to sell, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to sell. And I've got one that is really starting to show out. All of Sever's kids have incredible head color. This animal is absolutely stunning. God, these lights just ruin it. You can see his eyebrows. He's got the biggest, darkest red eyebrows. They are burgundy red. Beautiful, beautiful animal. He's got it running down his cheeks to the bridge of his nose. Look, he's gonna bite me. It's okay, buddy. I know you're grumpy. I know you're grumpy. And this is one of the smaller siblings growing out. Another 6 stripe. Got a good bit of coverage. I don't know if this one is going to be a red base. I'm not convinced like I am of the others, but I'm afraid it's going to fall. But it's got little tiny eyebrows coming in up there. I don't know if y'all can see them. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I'm really, really pleased with this pairing. I cannot wait to get Sever back and repair him. All right, so this is probably one of the most diverse babies production I've ever had from a certain pairing. All right, hold on, I got babies going everywhere. You stay there. Come over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It is so hard to do this with all these babies running around. Anyways, this is Somber and Sirach. Sirach was the first lily white I ever got. He had this really cool orangey brown parent. And he was a really, really high pattern lily white. So I bred him to a dark Dalmatian. And I'm not a big fan of Dals. And I'm not a big fan of especially phantom Dals. I really like patterned animals with lots and lots of spots. This is nuts. Hold on, dudes. Just chillax. You're about to suffocate yourself. Just chillax. Anyways, I'm not a fan of Dalmatians, but I do like patterned Dals. And that was my goal for this pairing, was to really, one, get some fun lily whites that we don't see every day. Maybe get some fun dark orangey color like Dad had. Or get some really, really high Dal spotted lily whites. So this was a super, super diverse bunch of clutches. All of them look different. So this one is probably the one I'm least infatuated with. However, I do like that it's got the big ink spots. Although I think people refer to them as oil spots, and if they'll really stay or not, I don't know. We'll see. This is one of the lilies, not quite as Dal covered as I wanted it to be, but it's got this really, really cool base color. Another one of the lilies. Now this one has the orangey black color to it. Again, LED lights are killing it, so it looks all washed out. But this thing is really, really cool. I'm holding on to this one for now to really see how it grows out and what that color does. Really, really cool clutches from these guys. And I'll actually go get the other two that, again, are completely different, but very, very cool. Can we stop? Stop, stop. We're friends. Some of the other siblings. This one right here, I'm really loving. It's got Dal spots everywhere, which I think is incredible on a patterned animal. This guy kind of looks like one from before, but it's got little to no pattern. And then this guy right here is one of my favorites with that stunning, stunning pinstripe. Look how beautiful that animal is. And it's got that orangey brown dark color making it pop. These were just cool. It was such a cool pairing. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, we don't want dowel spots in our pattern shit. Well, I wanted them in mine, and if nobody buys them, it's cool. I'm going to grow them out and see how these guys turn out, because I don't know, I'm really, really stoked with how several of them turned out. All right, guys, this animal right here is from Wreckage and Crayola. Again, Crayola is my male striped that is just a big hitter around here. He always knocks it out of the park when it comes to producing 6 stripes, red babies, just incredible, incredible breeder. I paired him to Wreckage, who is in orange super blotch. Another really, really beautiful animal. It was her first season. I got 1 clutch from her, actually 2 clutches. The first one was all went bad. The second clutch, I got 1 good egg. The other one was a dud. This was the 1 good egg. I currently have her listed at $1,500 online, and I'm probably going to end up taking her down and keeping her. She is incredibles. She's got a ton of head color coming in, and she just glows. She's going to be red, there's no doubt, because all of her color is starting to change into one color. She is so friggin' beautiful. All right, next let's take a look at Rupture and Riot's babies. This was a first-time pairing. Both were first-year breeders. Rupture is this beautiful purple base, purple blotch female. Not a super or anything, but still a very, very pretty animal. And Riot is an orange blotch. Got a good bit of coverage. He did great last year. I paired him with 2 females, but I only got from this pairing, I only got 2 clutches. But let me show you guys those. All right, so these are the 2. This one right here is the one I'm holding back. I actually had this one listed months ago when it was much smaller for only like $200. And then after a few weeks, nobody bought it. I went and took a good look at it, and all that color was coming in. This one's going to be super, super pretty. This is a beautiful one too. This one has got really, really bright blotching, but it's got more thick blotches. It's a really, really pretty animal. I will probably be listing that one soon. All right, next up, let's take a look at my Siren and Ravage babies. Ravage just went to his new home over at Gecko Overload. He's been breeding here for 5 years, so this was his last season with me. I've held on to quite a few of his kids, and this was Siren's 2nd year breeding. She is a super blotch, orange super blotch, banded animal, really, really beautiful animal. She's actually full sibling to Jake over at Red Racks. What's the red one he's got? The super blotch, blood splatter, I think. Anyways, they're full siblings. Really, really beautiful animals, both of them. So I thought I had more of these babies left, but I guess I've sold quite a few at the shows this year already. I only see 4 of them over there. This one I'm holding back. This one is staying. Again, you can't really see how bright her blotches are. Beautiful, beautiful, bright blotching. This one just glows, and it looks like it's got a really dark base, which Dad is an orange base. So this one might end up with a really beautiful orangey base. This one will probably get listed just because I don't have room to keep them all, but I really love this one too. All right, I think we're going to do 2 more pairings of Crested Geckos because I think I've shown more Gargo Gecko babies, and maybe 1 more of my Gargo Gecko pairings. What do we want to do next? Reds. Reds. I haven't really shown a lot of reds besides my red phantoms. So this was a new pairing. Pyre and Scorch. Scorch has been breeding for a couple years here. He kills it every year with beautiful red babies, drippy babies, extreme harlequins. Really, really beautiful animal that produces fire-ass animals. And Pyre, this was her first year breeding. Another beautiful red harlequin. She's got a good bit of pattern, but for what they produced, they knocked it out of the park, man. I've got one of their babies listed. It's the biggest one so far that's grown out, but they're all starting to color up and they're killing it. So let's take a look at some of those. All right, this one right here is not fired up, but you can see the pattern. And man, this thing, when it's fired up red with all that cream, oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful animal. Got the pinstriping that really gives it that clean look to it. All right, this looks almost identical to that one that I just showed you. Look at the high white in the sides. Beautiful pinstripe, tons of pattern. Got that extreme pattern. Ugh, beautiful, beautiful red animal. This one's stained, which is why the other one's listed. It's just got a little more. Oh my gosh. This is one of their siblings as well. This one's really bright red. These guys look more like mom versus being just a mix of both, like the other two I just showed you. Really stunning, stunning red. I wish it had the pinstripe like these do. Whoops, there it goes. But nonetheless, beautiful animals. One's already listed online if you're interested, and there will be more soon. All right, what do I want to show y'all for our last pairing for Crested Geckos? Oh, this is one of my favorite. This is a repeat pairing. Let's do Versace and Scorch. Versace is a stunning orange and red tricolor female. And Scorch, you guys just saw him with the last pairing. Beautiful, beautiful, really drippy, extreme type Harley Quinn. Lots of pattern. Red male, excuse me. Just had lunch. But this is one of my favorite pairings, repeat pairings that we've been doing here. I've been doing here. There is no we. My kids don't help me unless there's money involved. All right, now this pairing always throws beautiful tricolor lilies, red phantoms, which of course, if I love phantoms, I'm going to love them in lily white. Look at that face. Oh my God, you're so friggin' cute. But these two are different. They have this really weird color to them. It's not red. It's certainly not brown. This one, especially in the back right there, it's almost purple. It's very, very weird. Anyways, they're staying a little while till I can see what's going on here. They're staying. Can we stop here? Stop, 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 stop. Whoops. Man down, man down. Hold on. They produce some of my favorite lily whites, and I tend to hit the odds like crazy on lily whites with this pairing, or at least with this female. All right, guys, last pairing I'm going to show off. Who should we do for our Gargs? Oh, let's do Arson and Sever. This is another first time pairing. Arson is an insane orange super blotch, probably one of the best super blotches I have. And Sever, like we've shown earlier in the video, first time pairing him this year, killed it. Beautiful red base, red stripe male, absolutely killed it with the amount of coverage, especially head coverage, that has occurred on all of his hatchlings, all of his offspring. So Sever and Arson, two of my favorites, hands down in my collection. But I have several of their animals that are actually listed. A couple of y'all have already got your hands on a couple because I know I've sold like 2 or 3 already. But yeah, let's take a look at those real quick to end this out. All right, so this girl right here is listed, and she's listed pretty low for her quality. She just gets better and better. Another animal that I'll probably end up taking down if she doesn't sell soon. She is a top-notch animal. This girl has got color everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful animal. This is one that's already listed. This is really affordable too. You're getting the color in the laterals. You're getting nice striping on the back. Beautiful, beautiful animal, and listed at more than an affordable price on Morph Market right now. Whoops. And this one right here, this one is colored up a lot since I listed it. Nice little 6-striped. Really, really pretty animal. That bicoloring will most likely be a solid color. But I love when the lines are solid and together like that, because it's going to look like a 2-stripe if it colors into one color with a lot of back coverage. Really, really pretty animal with incredible genetics. Okay, I'm done now. I've showed y'all everything that I absolutely had to show you. I really didn't have to show any of them, but my soul told me I needed to share those exact animals. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Definitely comment down below and let me know what you thought your favorite was. Did you like the Gargs better? Do you think I had a better season with my Gargs? Do you think I had a better season with my Crested Geckos? Did you love them all? Did you have a favorite? Or even pairings. Do you think I should repeat some of the pairings based off the offspring that you just saw? So I would love to discuss this with you guys down in the comments. But this was a really fun video to make, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. As always, those of you that have been subscribed, supporting the channel, commenting, sharing, you guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you next week.